The extern keyword. Most C programmers have seen it, but many don't understand what it is and what it actually means when it shows up in some code that you're reading or code that you're writing. It's really easy for extern to fly under the radar for students because you can often add it or remove it from programs and not see any change in the behavior. So today I want to help you understand what this keyword is actually meaning. So C programs are built from one or more translation units or compilation units, they're sometimes called. Let's say I have a bunch of C files and some header files. I'm going to compile these together. Your make file probably does something like this, where each of your C files is compiled into an object file with a .o extension. Each of these object files, or the C file that goes with it, each of these object files is a separate translation unit. They're compiled individually, and in the final step, they're all going to be linked together into a single executable binary. Now let's say that we wanted to declare a variable in one translation unit, but then use it in another one. That's where extern comes in. When I declare a variable as extern, it tells the compiler that this variable exists, and I'm going to use it, but it's actually declared somewhere else in another translation unit. When the object files are linked together, this results in a single variable that can be used throughout the program. But is extern necessary? What happens if I leave it off? Well, often nothing happens. In the old days, this would give you an error because it would see two variables in two different translation units with the same name. Modern linkers see this and generally assume that you meant to have just one variable that's shared across your whole program. So they assume extern. So if they assume extern, then why use it? Well, if I add an initializer for this variable, I'm going to get an error. Having two initializers for the same variable doesn't work, and the error is a duplicate symbol error, which sometimes confuses students. If I add extern, then you get two benefits. I still get an error, but the error is more helpful. It says, hey, Jacob, you just initialized an extern. Bad form, my friend. And I think this error message is actually more readable, which is really nice. The second benefit is that extern declarations make your code easier for others to read. It tells them that the variable is defined somewhere else, which can then help prevent confusion as they edit the code. Now, as a final comment, just because now you understand what extern means and you know that that allows you to share global state across different translation units, doesn't mean you should go run off and use extern everywhere and use a bunch of global variables. Sharing global state in a program is dangerous, it's risky, it adds all sorts of problems with readability and maintainability, and so be careful. Just because you understand extern doesn't mean you should always use it. In most cases, local variables are still your most safe and sane option, and they're usually recommended. But now at least you know what extern means and you know how to use it to get better error messages and to communicate with other programmers and make your code more readable. And that's all I have for you today. Until next time, happy coding and have a great day.